Welcome to the pick a card video. So we are going just look into what message that you need to hear right now, and this is just whatever that you decide to watch the video it will apply on. So it's a timeless one. So we have three piles, the number 1, number 2, and number 3. So please take a moment and pick whatever stone or pile or number you feel drawn to, and we'll get right into it. Right, so starting with the pile number 1, let's see. We have the Four of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, a bear, and a deer. Alright, so the deer card reads gentleness and diplomacy. So I feel like this is okay. These two are are like energy and contrast, because I feel like both energies are quite gentle. And what I feel like in the bear is like, someone who's like lumping, like laying there, very protective of their energy, but not in an aggressive way. And deer is just, a very gentle creature. So I feel like this is most likely about how you communicate with another person, I feel. So this one, like one of these might be your energy, and the other is the other person, of course. And also I notice in the Four of Wands, like you see how these are two sides are establishing a balance to keep this little thingy hanging in there. So it's about building a bridge between two people. That's what I feel this theme is about. Like your connection with another person and how you communicate between the two of you. And with the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like it's about taking the time each of you need to understand one another. It's almost like this deer energy is more like, well, kind, very soft, very approachable. But it's like there might not really like standing very strong to their beliefs. I will say like this is a very gentle energy, but also like quite fragile. Like they are too soft. And then we have the bear, which is really like strong, is standing there, is rather stubborn, but it's not a aggressive energy. So I feel like it's about balancing and compromising between these two energies, that maybe the bear needs to soften up a bit, and the deer card here needs to stand up stronger for themselves. But I feel like the intention is good from both of these sides, and this is like a connection that takes time to be even, like a bridge that you build between the two person, but it takes time to really solidify it and adapt to one another, because these two are different energies that may not just, you have to adapt to fit in with, like, adapt to one another. It's not just like I want this way. It's not like I'm strong, I just listen to you. Not like that. It has to be even. And it feels like almost they had to learn from each other. And this is something that takes time. So for those of you who picked the pile number 1, I feel like it's more about in how you communicate with a certain person. And that, like, if you feel yourself that this deer energy is more appealing to you, then you need to know that you probably need to stand out more for yourself. But your gentle nature is very appreciated, but don't, you need a balance of that. And if you find yourself in the bear energy, just know that it's good that you stand your ground, but you may need to be more open and more considerate to the person, that you kind of like, if they may be nice, but you don't want to push them too far. You want to be more open and more receiving, and more giving as well, and not be as protective. So both of you have good intentions, but just to understand with each other, understand better, and this is something that takes time to learn. So that is for those who picked the first pile. Moving on to pile number 2. All right, let's see. We have the Three of Wands, the Ace of Wands, Dog, and Joy. All right, I feel like there's a sense of friendship in here because the dog is about, oh, could be like a new friendship, because the ace here is about new beginnings, creativity, a very exciting energy. Like you can see the flowers blooming here. It's like uh, something new and fresh. And with the dog card, I feel like the dog is usually related to a trustworthy friend or someone you have a good time with, which is like exactly joy card of joy and sunshine. And I feel like both the greenery is very like let this friendship develop naturally and really enjoy the time you have with each other. It's a very light-hearted and happy energy. I feel like the Three of Wands just like it's that energy of waiting and also having like expand your vision or the path opening up. So I just feel like it's a very positive energy here. It's very straight to the point that be open to make new friendships and have a lot of fun with the people you get along with. It does not have to be very serious because I don't see any, it's more like a someone who brings you excitement or someone who inspires you to be more creative. It's about that being open to receive, being open to what comes for you, but there's no like certainty, to anything. But that is, yeah, so it's very straightforward message to be open to those who are friendly to you and be open in reaching out a friendly hand, uh, towards others and really bring the light and bring the joy into your life. That is pretty short, but um, that is a very direct message for those who pick pile number 2. Looking into pile number 3, Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, so 2 Pentacles, Birth and Rebirth, and the Stork. Alright, so I feel like this is more for people, like those of you who picked this pile is more about your focus on wanting to get something done. Because I feel like, see, this is someone who's sitting there and thinking, inspecting something, maybe looking at what the skills that they've got and what they get to learn, something that they need to improve on. And then we have the Knight, which is like getting more ready to go to take the journey and move forward with it. But this is like a very slow, very very like methodical kind of energy and very like analyzing, scheduling, strategizing, and very thought through, and very down to earth energy as well, with all this planning and what's being realistic, that kind of things. So I feel like it's about, get ready, look over what you want, what you have, and then get on the road. Alright, so with the Birth and Rebirth card, I feel like could be of your ideas or of your goal, even that maybe it didn't went well the first time, but you don't have to give up on it. So I feel like this message is for those of you who, have a plan, but maybe they are not completely sure or they need to find more information about it. It's just showing like you will need to rework your plan a couple more times, but really be confident, be active in pursuing what you want, because the stork here is a very creative energy. If you think about the stork bringing, the children, like when a child is born, the stork is coming. It's a little bit of that, bringing of news, but you have to be active in making it happen and not just sit there and think, well, that is an important part, but you need to put action, right? So I feel like this message is just to motivate those of you who is very thoughtful over a situation, but telling you that don't worry if you fail a couple of times. Do not let it, hinder you. It's like your ideas, even if they don't go well the first time around, and you kind of like returning or revisiting them, you will be able to add more details or add more improvements to them. So really about revisiting your ideas and improvements through faults, you know. It's like I'm walking, I'm falling, I'm getting up again, you know, like that. So I feel like this is a very positive and encouraging message, and telling you to, you know, do your best and do your hard work, and you will reach your goals. But the road is difficult, but you have what it takes. You have what it takes to trust in yourself. So that is for the third pile. So, and that's all the piles we have for today. And I hope that you enjoy the reading. And of course, if you like to book a private reading with me, we have the link to my shop below in the description box. And as usual, if there's any topics you'd like to, you know, me to read about, you're welcome to let me know in the comments below. Alright, so thank you so much and take care.